Tom Curran, Patriots insider, here on the Rich Eisen Show, here on a crazy, mixed-up world Thursday. How are you, Tom? What's going on?
At the moment, I'm eating tiny little chocolate-covered pretzels with little holiday sprinkles on them.
Okay.
They are incredible.
Was that was that part of Belichick's "I'm sorry" gift to the media as well? Did he give out chocolates to you too, Tom?
No, nothing like that. No, he didn't do anything like that. I think he went far enough. The funny thing is, Rich.
Yes, Tom.
On a scale of 1 to 10, post-game agitation, that was like a 3. I still don't understand why he apologized to the group. Nobody felt bad.
So please walk me through what happened Monday when he apologized for his post-game shortness, abruptness. Please walk me through what that was like with you and your colleagues who have been covering the team for so long. Tom Curran, please do me that favor.
He gets on the Zoom. Fellas, before I start here, and, you've got the rest of the audio, but basically said that it wasn't our fault, not your fault, that they lost the game. But here's my theory.
Yes.
Guy I work with, Phil Perry, he and I have been together on the beat for 10 years. And Phil is a very diligent, hardworking, respectful, courteous guy who does stories that go well and in-depth, kind of like I was 15 years ago. So Phil loves Phil. And Phil asked the first 4 questions in the postgame. And each one of them, Bill kind of sent back at him like, Karch Karai.
At the net.
Good reference.
Good spike reference, man. I like it.
So I really think that some of it had to do with Phil. Now, we have people going, somebody got to Bill and made him apologize. I'm like, for what? It wasn't even bad. No, Linda said something to him, or Jonathan or Robert. I'm like, do you know what his face would look like if Jonathan or Robert told him to apologize? After all the things that he has done in post games, to think that he would he just felt bad about whether it be Phil in specific or all of us in general. He's like, yeah, you know what, whatever. Just tell him I'm sorry. That'll catch him off guard.
My theory was exactly that. It's just a great life partner, seeing your video and how you have come across, and them wanting to make sure that you do better, or can be seen in a light that you should be seen in, since she or he sees you in it. That's what that looked like to me.
So you thought it might have been Linda Holiday?
No question in my mind. It
no
was just
way. She's been with him since like 2007.
I know. I don't know. What was it?
No.
Or wait, hold on a minute. Maybe we just think it's Bill self-scouting. Maybe he's self-scouting. What do you think?
I 100% think that look, if it was me sitting there asking those questions, I don't think he would have circled back and said, I'm sorry. I'm not saying we have a bad relationship, but over the course of time,
yes,
I think that, there's plenty in both buckets, good times, bad times. I wish this kid would get another job times. So all of that. But with Phil, I think everything has been to the good with Phil.
Okay.
He actually sought Phil out last year. You should have Phil on sometime. He sought Phil out because Phil asked some scouting question, and Bill's like, yeah, it's a million things. We're not going to get into that. And then the next day, he comes on a Zoom and goes, yeah, Phil, sorry about that. Here's how we do this on the scouting.
Okay.
And he goes on about...
So he's got a soft spot for this one reporter, is what you're saying. He's got a soft spot.
Yeah, the Senator Phil Perry. I want you to have him on.
He's like the Randy Moss of your group, or he's got like the LT of your group.
He's a young guy.
Like he's got a soft spot. Or a Mowat. He's a
Matthew
Zeke Mowat. What is he?
He's not the Zeke Mowat.
Is he the Zeke Mowat of the group?
He's Matthew Slater.
He's okay. Oh, okay. Okay, he's Matthew Slater. I got it.
Yep.
Okay. Makes sense.
See, by the way, to all of us, this actually makes sense.
It makes sense. It totally makes sense.
So funny. We were just, we just, I knew that was had to be my first question of you, just what it was like to the beat writers who've been around there and done that.
That is a cool thing about this job, is to try and figure out the psychology behind what the people say, whether it's Belichick or Mac Jones or Brady. because there is so much that goes on behind the curtain, and we do know how purposeful his words and his times at the podium are, that it does become an interpretive dance, where with Dan Campbell, there's no real interpretation. It's all right there. But with Belichick, it's, the most successful, but also the most enigmatic and discreet team there is. So we get to have people come and say, what do you think? And we come up with our cockamamie ideas, and we're probably all wrong anyway.
Well, there's another sorry this week as well, right, from Mac Jones apologizing. He just won't answer questions about the Colts game anymore. So what's going on there? That
is Bill at the point of a bayonet saying, we're not talking about that game. That wasn't us. We're off it. We're done with it. Because I think that's one of those games, how the bury the football game, the Patriots did it a long time ago after Brady's second start. Many teams have done it since, where they ceremoniously bury the football to say that game didn't happen. I think the Patriots are doing the same thing with the Colts game, which is interesting, guys, because I think that's what the Bills wanted to do with the Patriots game. The Bills got shamed. The Bills, at least in the mind of Sean McDermott, beat themselves in many ways. He sat there at the podium basically saying, they didn't beat us, we beat ourselves. And that's the same feeling the Patriots have about the Colts. Colts played well, but the Patriots backed themselves up, gave a punt block touchdown up, took had a red zone pick.
Yeah.
Took 3 points off the board on us. They completely believe, Colts, nice team, but they're not better than us. So that's why they're moving on from that.
I don't know about that, though.
I know, but that's what they think.
No, and I don't blame him for thinking that. I don't blame him for thinking that. And I saw more mistakes than what you just walked through, and I'm sure you did as well. There was also first play of the second half where it looked like either Stevenson got the ball incorrectly, or the lineman thought it was a pass play instead of a run play. I mean, coming out of the locker room that way in the second half, and this is after a bye. So obviously these games happen, and we hadn't seen the Patriots play something like that in quite some time. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.